All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give our praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Harakak, Wadash, Bakathum. Double honor to the apostles and the elders of the great millstone, and to our Akhman across the globe, pushing the word of truth and sincerity. I want to say Shalom. Sunday now for the great millstone campus, Chicago. Here with a land backing, slacking for my voice. I've been under the weather for the last few days, and I look, I'm one of them guys. I'll be watching my page, man, and when I see 3-4 days pass, and I ain't got no uploaded videos, I begin to tweak out and scoff, And I'm not that's I've done lessons with other brothers and things like that, live shows and camping, but my personal page I hold very dear because that's my individual work, But with that being said, I've been on the weather. I'm still on the weather a little bit, but through the spirit, we still in the spirit through the spirit, And I want to land back off the situation between ISUPK and IUIC, and a little backdrop on Great Millstone, Chicago. As far as I've been here, when we used to camp on State of Van Buren, we was into it weekly, man, like every week, and we the apostles they weren't the apostles then, they were elders then, but nonetheless, they gave us the moniker of the rowdy bunch, the rowdy camp, because every week we would get into it, and we've had more than our share of fights, physical fisticuffs, and as we grew older and more mature, we learned how to diffuse and handle situations much better. We use the scriptures more. And adhere to them in getting ourselves out of trouble. Let's get this real quick. I know the brother pointed out. Let me write this down before I forget it though. Salakia. Galatians 5. All right, it's talking about my soft answer turn away your wrath, right? You spit it tomorrow. Get the spit on the fire. I remember Big Rube gave it to me one time when I was tweaking. Mm-hmm. Spirit, I want to say spirit. Oh my goodness. Yeah, let me see. It's all this rock. This is a good one. This is Sirach 8 and 3. It says, strive not with a man that is full of tongue and heap not wood upon the fire, man. All right, so a lot of times, when you got people coming up or just in the world, they talking shit and trying to provoke you or antagonize you into a fight with his words, man. All right, don't throw wood on them, man. Don't be like, oh, what you gonna do? Or you ain't gonna do nothing, this and that. All right, spill on the fire, man. All right, because a lot of times Jake just be woofing. All right. Shoot. All right. Yeah, blow the spark car. Is Sirach 28:12. Says, "I blow the spark, it shall burn. If thou spit upon it, it shall be quenched." And both of these come out of our mouth, man. All right. And a lot of times, man, there's nothing wrong with taking the low. All right. We've been blessed to have the apostles and the bishops come out here and sup with us for many days. And I know when Adam Natazak and Adam Sakaran came and we were out in the parking lot of Las Asinas, man. And one thing he taught us, one thing they harped on was being brotherly, all right, and taking the low, all right. When there's pride, when there's contention and infighting and things like that, it's because pride is around, all right. Somebody has to have a cooler head to sit there and be like, "Hey, all right, you got it. You can have it. We're gonna go move around the street." And that's not being weak. It's not being a coward. It's being wise. All right? Because ultimately, you look like a bunch of GDs and BDs fighting over 64th and Cottage Grove. You see? You're fighting over blocks and streets that are not yours. All right? So when it comes to confrontation, somebody has to take the low. When it comes to quarreling and arguing with your brothers and having disagreements, somebody has to take the low. All right? So if you spit on a spark, you put it out. I've never seen a fire not be able to get put out by water. All right? So that's how we must be, man. We must be able to diffuse situations without violence. All right? And I'm a guy who likes violence. All right? Trust me. Okay? That was that. So I want to get 2 Corinthians 6:3. It says, "Giving no offense in anything, the ministry not be blamed." All right? And we don't want the world to see our dirty draws, man. Even though we get on these other camps, and they're still Israelites, and they are still our brothers, man. All right? Now, we may have disagreements on certain things, all right? But, I'm going to speak as a man. I would rather run into a person who, may have had the truth or may be in the truth in a different camp than to be with O'Shea and little Ray Ray from the block, all right? So giving no offense to anything that the ministry not be blamed, because when we go live, we got these cameras rolling, all right, and people have what they call it real time action to our work, all right. So how we act and how we do things on camera, man, is going to reflect upon the whole body, man. All right? When they said the one bad apple spoiled a bunch, the answer was absolutely freaking yes, man. Okay? And these things are going to be published and rewound and sped up and manipulated. Now they got an AI now. Okay, where they're able to manipulate sounds and voices and places to make things a lot worse than what they appear to be. We can't be out there fighting. Y'all talking about us camp banging. Hey, that was a real camp banging, man. This is my block. Oh, that's my... I'm teaching here. No, you can't. You know what I mean? All right. This is something that that they use to further bring upon us a judgment because of the way we act out there on the highways and byways. All right. And we don't want the ministry to be blamed by us. When I say us, brothers out there on the highways and byways teaching. All right, when we're over there banging over goddamn streets, man. Verse 4, but in all things, approving ourselves as the ministers of the Most High, in much patience, in afflictions, in necessities, and distresses, man. All right, and the New Living Translation says, in everything we do, we show that we are true ministers of the Most High. We patiently endure troubles and hardships and calamities of every kind. All right. There's nothing wrong with taking it low. I know here in Great Minnesota, Chicago, and we have guys who box, guys who are high-class, high-level wrestlers, and you already know about the jiu-jitsu that goes on here in Great Minnesota, Chicago. So these guys are actually men of war, trained men of war. And you don't think that they don't take the low? And you don't think they turn away and walk away from fights? Okay, we're in the midst of downtown Chicago, man. All right? And everybody who came to Chicago, and they know what it's like down there. All right? And yet, we try to stay in the spirit, try not to rile up the damn demons in such a way to where now we have to result to violence, man. All right, we're not out here to show and prove how tough we are, man. All right. In stripes, imprisonments, in tumults, and labors, in watchings, and fastings, by pureness, by knowledge of long suffering, by kindness of the Holy Spirit, by love unfeigned, by the word of truth, by the power of the Most High, by the armor of the righteousness on the right hand and on the left, by honor and dishonor, by evil report and good report, as deceivers and yet true. All right? So, hey, we out here for one reason, man. We out here to show the Spirit of the Lord. All right? Everything you see ain't always what it is, but at the same time, we're here to put on as the elect, set an example. All right? And fighting over a ground that don't belong to you is a bad example. All right? And then you hear the guy, I don't know who, the guy, but, I believe from the video that he was a guy on ISUPK, whining and complaining, calling them names. But you're the one that went up there and swung on the man first, man. You see? All right? So, it just goes to show that everybody's tough until the tough get going, All right? I'm going to get this real quick. Galatians 5:22. But the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, long-suffering, gentleness, goodness of faith, meekness, temperance. Against such there is no law. All right? And, that's when we're out there now in the Bible, we're supposed to walk in the Spirit of the Lord. And the Lord said, blessed are those who are the peacemakers. All right? You see? And we got to exude the Spirit of the Lord when we're out there in the highways and the byways, man, like Apostle Gabar was saying earlier today. He said, look, the Lord ain't going to go around beating people's asses, man. All right? What do? He would turn around and go another way. Go somewhere else. All right, here we are in America. You mean to tell me you can't find another goddamn corner to teach on, man? It just goes to show you that they're not in there for that. They're in there for vainglory. All right? It says, they that are Messiahs have crucified the flesh with the affections and lusts. Right, man? All right? You know how many times that we out there, man, and to be honest, Murph and Capo and Big Op, we're out there, man, especially me. I don't do a lot of teaching, on Saturday, but I do a lot of speaking on Saturday. But the point being is that my other main job is to make sure that nobody's coming up to get to camp scoffing and getting close to the brothers. All right? And there's plenty of times where, my warning shot is a shot to the goddamn mouth. But I got to restrain myself, man. You see? We're not out here looking for fights. We're not out here looking to stomp niggas out. All right? We're out here to teach. Okay? We're out here to bring glory and reverence to the name of Yahweh Shai Shai. So, and they that are Messiahs have crucified the flesh with the affections and lusts. If we live in the Spirit, let's also walk in the Spirit. Right, man, you guys are not, first of all, you're not in the Spirit. We already know that through the doctrine and through your track record. All right, but you're not walking in the Spirit, man. All right? Sakari camp right across the street from us. All right? In which we used to camp there. We had a couple camps there, camped over there before, but we didn't go over there and be like, hey, this is our camp. You can't camp here. What we do, we moved across the street on the other side. All right? We're not going to go out there and battle you niggas, all right, and get our brothers involved in some shit over blocks and streets that don't belong to us, man. Verse 26, let's not be desirous of vainglory. All right, that's vainglory. You want to come up there and your studded wristbands and your big, bruly ass, brawly men, all right, and your ass got laid and pieced up, man, by Barney and the Purple People Eaters, man. All right? That's vainglory, man. You want to go out there and be a bully? Guess what? The Lord showed you who's the real bully, man. And to be honest, the Lord was with IUIC that day, man. All right? Had you got out there crying and mumbling, let me go, let me go. Oh, but you want to start a big old fight, though. You see? Some no cowards. But you over there begging to let them go. Get off me, get off me. You see? All right? Let not be desirous of vainglory, provoking one another, envying one another, right, man? Just because a brother a camp may be on the main spot, right? It may be on the main corner or the main, hey, there's other corners, there's other places you can teach, man. All right, but you want to heap the spotlight upon yourself. And the Lord gave you the spotlight, man. Showed your ass getting a classic beat down. All right? So with that, I'm going to say, call Allah, y'all must be outside. No honor to the apostles and the elders of the great millstone. So next time, Shalom and the Bible Bar.